Welcome to June's Oil Hub. We're really excited because we've got some amazing new things to share with you. We're going to start with the lovely Deborah, who's going to talk about our free product of the month, which is the toothpaste and the benefits and the special ingredients that are in that, in case you wanted to take advantage of that. Then we're going to move to Emma to talk about how we can breathe easily this summer. And then we've got an exciting section about VMG, the new vitamin mineral greens drink and omegas and how to use. Probably going to be lots of questions, so feel free to ask them in the chat or save them, or things that, because it is a new product and it's kind of sometimes replacing other products, that you might want to ask them questions about quantity and dosage, etc. So we're here for that too. So let me just move to Deborah with Supermint.
Yes, so when I found out the offer of the month, so that is anybody on the Loyalty Rewards program, and we'll do an order of 125 PV before the 15th of this month, then you're going to get this free, beautiful toothpaste, which is my absolute favorite. So mine came today. I was very excited to say the least. And this is a blend of four beautiful mints. So we have the peppermint, the Japanese mint, the spearmint, and the bergamot mint, which I actually think I've left out of my slide. Sorry about that. It was really, if you love mint, this is going to be the toothpaste for you. But what I love, it has some added things in there. So it has the hydroxyapatite, and apparently a lot of natural dentists say this aids in the preservation and the restoration of our tooth enamel. So hopefully making our teeth stronger, smoother, healthier, and less sensitive to hot or cold. So it's actually something many people perhaps have to struggle with. Perhaps I know my mum, sometimes she'll eat things and think, oh yeah, whereas this hopefully is going to help us. It is beautiful. It contains hydrated silica and calcium carbonate. And when I first read that, I thought, well, what is that going to do for me? Well, apparently it functions as a natural polishing agent. So imagine how much we're going to save on going to our dentist to have our teeth polished if we use this twice a day. And if you're concerned about any kind of fluoride, anything, well, this is fluoride free, no artificial colours or flavours, and it's vegan friendly. So it is a spectacular free product, one that I use twice a day, every day. So place an order of 125 PV before the 15th, and you're going to receive this fabulous toothpaste for free.
Amazing. Thank you for that, Deborah. I did not know that it was also whitening and remineralizing. So yeah, I've learned something new today. Thank you for that. So now we're going to go over to Emma, who's going to talk about one of her favorite oils, which is the lovely Air Blends.
I'm going to try and get this up for you. Hello, everyone. So this one is a really brilliant one because it can come free this month with any orders over 150 PV. And it also is in the main starter packs, like the Family Essentials kit and the Home Essentials kit. So it's in there already. And then you can also buy it separately. And it's in the roller bottle touch. So there's many ways to get this. So I think that's really nice to know we can get it in different ways. But this is one that I use. So I have been on medications and pumps and everything. And I found this really, really supportive when the season changes. So if we're going for walks, for example, I struggle with going in forests or when the neighbors have cut the grass. I struggle in those times. And I can apply that topically with, I use fractionated coconut, but it could be with a carrier oil of your choice. So it could be jojoba oil, it could be sweet almond oil, something like that. But if I put that on myself, I would actually put it here on my chest. There is also the little breathe or air vapor stick as well. So again, it's another opportunity. Kids might prefer that one. But this one is brilliant because I can use it in many different ways. So with the oil, I do prefer getting the oil because it means that I can put it in the diffuser. I can make up my own rollers. I can inhale it from my hand. So I've got it here at the moment. And if I just put it into my hand, one drop, and rub it together to release that aroma, and just cup my hands and put it across as we normally do, I can smell that like Ravensara, pepperminty, eucalyptus scent. So it's really, really refreshing, and it goes through the nose and it just hits there. It's fantastic, clears the airways brilliantly. So if we're feeling like a tight throat, or we're having difficulty breathing at nighttime, perhaps the air is really hot, which is what works, that happens to me, then I find this excellent. In the diffuser, I would pop it in with some lavender, but it's just a really lovely one to use. And I've made my rollers as well. So here, just a few suggestions of how we can use it. These are the ingredients that are in it. So we've got like the peppermint, laurel, eucalyptus, tea tree, lemon, ravensara, the other ravensara, and the cardamom. And what I've done is I've actually put little colors on it. So I'm going to show you on the reflex chart where those can be applied. So if we've got issues, we can inhale like 1 or 2 drops even from our hands. If you're really, really plugged up, then you could add a little bit more. But because these are quite strong, 1 drop is plenty for me. And then apply it diluted on the chest, but also we can put it on the purple point on the image at the bottom. So the bit that says between the large toes and the second toe on the top of your foot, you could actually put it there and push them, press down a little bit, and put the oil there. That means that it will go to where it needs to go for the lung area and the chest area. If we're struggling then, like I am with my lung area, then the lung reflex point is the yellow one that's up on the sole of our foot, and we can see that yellow dot there. So it's just where it says lung and breast, and that's really useful. It's just below the second toe. So I find that really useful. Again, I just put the oil there. If I've got my roller bottle handy, I'll put it with my roller bottle. Upstairs, I actually have my air blend by the side of my bed, and I've got carrier oil by the side of my bed, and I literally just put it into my hand, the carrier oil, and then I pop a drop into the carrier oil, and then I just massage it into my foot, and then I pop it on my chest after, and I can inhale it. And so it's so versatile, that 1 drop just does amazing. And then as well, always avoid your eyes, because it's got really strong aromas in there, and that can like hit you a little bit. But don't worry if you do get it in your eyes, because you can go wash your hands and then get carrier oil and rub it out of your eye, basically. And it's carrier oil definitely helps with that, not water, because that can actually drive it deeper. And then apparently it's a marriage saver. So if we use it on the orange points, which are the sinus areas on the little toes, then we can put it there, and hopefully it can help with snoring. Let me know if you do try it and if it was successful. Again, I feel like it's a being consistent kind of thing, getting it into our system and helping ourselves. But we can also have it here on our nose. I actually roll it with my carrier oil, which is nicely and well diluted, and I put it here just on that sinus area. It's really, really supportive. So I have found that I don't necessarily need to have the things that I've been using, that I've been prescribed. But it does depend. Obviously, I'm not going to be a martyr either. So if I'm really, really struggling, I will look for other alternatives. But generally at the moment, this has been wonderful for the last 1.5 to 2 years for me. So here are some recipes that we have. So I've got the DIY salve, which has got the 1/4 cup of coconut oil and the 15 to 20 drops. And again, do the drops according to your needs. This is just a guide, but if you are a bit more sensitive to scent, or you've got a young child that's going to be using this, then you can use less drops. We've got the diffuser blend. Again, if you didn't fancy cedarwood, which is quite a woody scent, and you might want to try something like geranium, then you could just swap that out. That would be absolutely fine. You see my message from Duolingo there. And then we've got like a quick spa. So this is something I absolutely love to do. So I've got a bottle of eucalyptus, and sometimes I swap it out with my air blend as well. And I'll just put 1 or 2 drops at the bottom of the bath when I'm going in for my shower, because my shower is in that base. And it's just lovely. the steam hits it and it just comes right up, and it's just a beautiful smell as I'm there washing my hair and getting myself sorted, and it's just a really lovely thing to do. But if you fancy doing something a little fancier, I did find a recipe and there's a QR code for it there, but it is for shower melts and it's on the doTERRA website. And I just love the idea of this. I have not tried the melts yet, but I have done the bath salt. They're kind of like melts, I guess, and I've done the larger ones. So this is a brilliant idea for that. Again, might be quite nice with citrus. And then lastly, I just thought I'd share exactly what's in it. Now, this is a graphic. This is a little tip from me. Look for the doTERRA graphics, on the doTERRA Instagrams or websites, but obviously be really aware of the ingredients that are in them, because in different markets, they might do different things slightly. But this one, the Malaysian market, they actually showed this graphic, and air is called Easy Air there, but it's the same information. And I love that because it actually shows what it's high in. So the different things that are in it would be like the eucalyptus, which promotes feelings of relaxation. Why I'm sharing this is because it's going to be important when we briefly look at the emotions side of it. We've got like the menthol that's in it, and then we've also got the chemicals that are in the chemical compounds, not chemicals, natural chemical compounds that are in tea tree, which is also called melaleuca. Really lovely to be uplifting for us and great for our brains and our emotions as well. So again, there's a few things there that show you that they support with clear breathing and opening airways. So the reason I bring those things up is because that's the physical support. But what about the emotional support? And when looking in my books about the emotional support that we've come, just like Rachel's just said there, really supportive for if we're feeling low, if we're grieving, if we've lost somebody, if we're needing to feel trust, and if we're struggling with emotions like this, maybe we're finding it difficult to be self-accepting. Maybe we're really craving, to be loved and supported, or maybe we're even just wanting to open ourselves up to friendships or somebody that we really want to get along with. So here, the Oil Magic Emotions book and also the Essential Emotions books are really useful for sharing how they benefit, and different applications help in different ways. And that's why I wrote there with the enhanced feelings. For example, if we're wanting to feel acceptance or relief from a situation, then to use them topically in the diffuser or from our hands, cupped hands, and deeply breathe them in. Oh, sorry, topically, sorry. Acceptance and relief, that's actually on our chest. And if we're feeling love, that's where we can put it, sorry. Also on our reflex points for our chest area, would be really good for love and acceptance. And then for counteracting this sadness or feeling distrust, aromatically. So diffuser, putting in our hands, inhaling them. Beautiful. And I just thought it was a really lovely thing to think about letting go and being able to receive that love that we're wanting. Thank you, Rachel.
Thank you, Emma. Many, many useful tips on how to use air for the season. I know we went on holiday with a few people who were really struggling with sinus problems, different environments, the aeroplane, so it'll be useful for traveling. And for, like you say, outdoors, the evening, there's different elements outside that can just trigger something. So yeah, that's really useful, Emma. So thank you so much for the graphics. So now we're over to our brand new product. It's the BMG and the Omegas. I'm just going to share my slides with you now. We will share this with everyone, the info as a PDF as well. So you can just remind yourself, because there's a lot to take in. Okay. Can everyone see a full screen? No, it's presenter view. I'm going to just stop sharing. Just take it. I'm just going to do this full screen. Can you see that, everyone? All okay? Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Okay. So, as you'll probably agree, the majority of risk factors in our health is tied down to what we eat. We are what we eat, that old saying. So poor nutrition really has an impact on our health, and especially as we get older, we can get away with stuff when we're younger, but as we get older, we really need to be careful, don't we? And so when we don't have enough daily nutrients, then if we have an existing condition, it can worsen. But also things like our bone health can deteriorate because we're not getting enough nutrients. We may have cardiovascular problems and hormone imbalance. We need enough nutrients for our hormones to work properly. And that results in low energy as well and our metabolism. So I thought this was a really interesting graphic, and we probably know this already, but 70% of the body's immune system dwells in the digestive tract, and 90% of neurotransmitters are produced in the digestive tract. Hormone metabolization happens in the digestive tract, including estrogen and thyroid conversion. So if we're getting backed up in our digestive tract, if we're constipated and not having a regular bowel movement, we could be holding on to excess hormones, which could cause a lot of the uncomfortable symptoms that result from hormone imbalance. And we don't need to name them, you probably know them all. So it's something to be aware of. If somebody's struggling with hormone imbalance, how is their gut? How are their bowel movements? A question to ask those there. So just moving on to VMG. What is it and what does it stand for? It took me a little bit of, maybe it's sleep deprivation, but VMG stands for V for vitamins, M for minerals, and G for green. I only just realised that. And the plus stands for the extras, which is essential oils, the probiotic, and the enzymes, as well as so many other things that are in there. So if you ever forget VMG, easy, vitamins, minerals, greens, all in one drink once a day. Some people are on the lifelong vitality, and that will always stay as one of the key doTERRA products, and many people like the routine with that. And this is a great alternative for those who want to try something different. There's so many extra superfood blends in it, as well as being a very one easy drink to take on a daily basis. And we'll talk through some of the details of how much to take and what it replaces with the LLV. So just as a little sort of review, it contains 75 plus plant-based whole food vitamins, minerals, plant extracts, and essential oils. We need one sachet daily, which provides complete nutrition for us. It's got all our immune support, things for our cognitive functions such as iron, iodine, zinc. We've got antioxidant support with the coenzyme Q10, vitamin C and E. We've got our B vitamins. We've got our digestive support as well, so it contains digestive enzymes. But what's unique about it is, and there's a comparison on the next slide with those on the market currently that are sort of would be our competition, if you will. It's been delivered through this liposomal technology, so it absorbs so much better than anything. It's an advanced version. So many of the things that we take in our body do not get absorbed, and it's throwing away a lot of our well-earned money. So this liposomal technology, we'll look into it deeper, but this is the key ingredient, sort of the way it's been formatted and taking it in a drink helps us to absorb it much better. So as we've said, it's got over 75 high quality science-backed ingredients, including the fruits, vegetables, digestive enzymes, live bacterial cultures, essential oils, and other nutrients that will benefit us. It's vegan friendly and it's free from soya, dairy, nuts, gluten, and GMOs. Okay. It helps us, we're not replacing healthy eating, but it helps us to support a balanced, healthy diet, and it fills nutritional gaps. And somebody worked out if we were to take all the ingredients in this VMG in a smoothie, it will cost them £21 a day just to buy all the things. So it's useful to have this to really top up what we're doing already with our diet. So it recommends 1 sachet per day in a drink, in a fluid. Although it says not recommended for children, you can give it to children sort of from 10 plus half a sachet, or if you're doing a smoothie for the whole family, you can decide whether they have sort of half each between them. So it is useful. I know Lindsay and Daniel, they give it to all their children. They've been giving them half there. So how do we use it? Well, we add 1 sachet to 150 or 240 ml of cold water or any other liquid, and we've got some recipes later. Stir or shake before drinking. It's got a mango sort of lemony flavour, and it's very, I don't know if anyone's tried it yet, but having tried it a couple of times, the Metapower Advantage is quite a strong flavour. This is completely different. It's very subtle, very not offensive at all. It just tastes very fresh. But also not overpowering, so it won't, if you're putting it into a smoothie already, it would not change the flavor of it. So you can add the greens to it without that. So if something you want to add as a family supplement, then that would be great. Just don't add it to any hot drinks. We want to keep it fresh. You get 30 sachets in a box, so that's a month's worth. And some of the ingredients here, so the BB blend, this stands for, I've just done some notes on this. Bear with. So we've got all these superfood blends and all that. Just take a little note of that while I just get up. I just had to look at what all these meant, so I've got some notes here. It's annoying because I had it as a presenter view, but I can't see the presenter view, so never mind. I'll tell you what, I'll share it after when I found it. But I think bioavailable blend is one of them. The CE blend is for cellular support, so it replaces this alpha CRS of the LLV. One of them is all the sort of, the superfood blend is the SF blend. So you can see there, you've got spirulina, you've got artichoke, you've got all the fruit juices, you've got kale, cabbage leaf, spinach leaf. And this one, so it's definitely the bioavailable blend, so it helps the body absorb it better. And you've got all the healthy bacteria in there. So some wonderful, powerful blends in that one blend that have got so many different benefits. We've got enzymes such as bromelain there. Just amazing to have all this in one thing. Turmeric, don't forget. So when we think of the LLV, we take the LLV because we use it for the VMG's got our vitamins and minerals, and we use the alpha CRS to help with antioxidant support, to help our cells stay healthy, but also for inflammation. And if we look at the cellular blend here, the cells will give us an idea. We've got the turmeric, we've got lemon balm, grapeseed, powerful antioxidants, coenzyme Q10. So we've got everything that we need. So if you're worried about or thinking that the LLV is going to be, still need to take that replaces that. There's only one thing that this doesn't replace, and it's the omegas, which we'll talk about. So this replaces 2 of those jars of the LLV. It replaces the VMG and the alpha CRS. But it also has the addition of the greens. So if anyone's tried doTERRA Terra Greens, you've got that in there as well as some digestive enzymes and some probiotics. Not as much as we need fully, like you can take the extra supplement with the PB Assist, but definitely some to help with the gut. Okay, so it's designed to be used alongside the E Omega and also doTERRA PB Restore. Then that's an all-in-one solution. So just 3 things to use on a daily basis. And as we've said, it provides the benefits of microplex, VMJ, alpha CRS, and the Terra Greens, and much more. And obviously we've got essential oils in there as well. Just a bit of a comparison. Again, I can send you a more clearer image of this. This is on the UK market. It's sometimes difficult to get a UK comparison, but they managed to get it. So we've got the Huel daily green supplement. We've got the free soul green, AG1 and BMG, and then you can look there at the comparison of all the things that's included, and you can see just what a great formulation, and it really stands out on the market. I think particularly with the amount of whole foods that are in it, I think that stands out amongst the rest. If you look at all of these, they've all got some good products there, but for 75 whole food things in it, plant extracts, as well as having the essential oils. But the key message here is that liposomal technology that improves the absorption. So really good, and we know it's vegan friendly as well. Okay, so I thought this was a really good question on the FAQs. What makes VMG different from other supplements? It's formulated with those superfood blends that we saw, the cellular support blend, the BB blend, etc. It's elevated by essential oils, which enhance the benefits of the blend, and it improves our nutrient uptake. We know some of the essential oils in there can help actually absorb it better. And what sets it apart is the fact that it's efficient at absorbing what it's taking in. And just a little example of what's in it. There's so much more, but just shows us the wonderful ingredients that's in it there. Okay, little video. Can you all hear it? You know,
free. Tastes like pineapple and mango and supports full body wellness.
Can you hear okay?
Vitamins, minerals, greens, plus so much more. Superpower liposomal absorbability. 75 plus natural whole food ingredients. 5 super blends, all in one sachet. Once a day, every day. The green revolution is here.
Right. Did you all hear the sound on that? Brilliant. That's good. So that's just a little recap on the VMG. And now, without further ado, over to the E-Omegas. And this contains orange oil, one of the supplements. And what's good about this is we get 200 milligrams of fish oil, 900 of those are which are omega-3s. There's 600 milligrams of DHA and 200 of EPA. We know it's sustainably harvested from the Nordic seas. And it also contains 300 milligrams of wild orange oil. This helps to keep the fish oil fresh, as well as helping to increase absorbability. So they're amazing at knowing exactly what to put in these soft gels to help keep them fresh. And then we've also got a sachet, which is the E-Omega with lemon oil. So we've got the capsules and then we've got a sachet. So if you don't like swallowing or you want an alternative, then this is the E-Omega sachets with lemon oil. Very, very similar with the lemon oil as opposed to orange oil, high in limonene, so really great antioxidant. And what's great with this is it actually can be used in food, in recipes to increase the family's omegas as well. And I'll just show you a little bit about E-Omega, so what the difference is, etc. So we've got the soft gel with wild orange, we've got the sachet with lemon oil, and the sachet also has rosemary oil as well. It's easy to absorb. We've got them beautiful essential oils that contribute to the function of the heart, our vision, our brain function. And we know that the extra virgin olive oil, which is sourced sustainably from Greece, is high in monounsaturated fat. So we've got anti-inflammatory properties as well as antioxidant support there. And there's different formats. So I'll just share the next slide. I think it shows us how we can use it. So the sachets, obviously it helps with normal heart function, brain and cognitive health, vision, and overall wellness with the fatty acids. So the actual soft gels, we can take 3 of those a day. And the sachets, because there's 2 times as much omegas as the soft gels, then we only need one every other day. So that's why there's only 15 in a box, because that was the question we all asked, like, why is there 15 in the box? However, you may want to shake it up and use it, and I'll share that on the next slide. So it can be quite confusing knowing the quantities, but just know that it's 3 soft gels a day for the omega soft gels with the wild orange, and we can consume 1 sachet of the omega sachets into water, into the mouth, into food, and we can do that every other day. We can do it every day, but the amount of omegas in it, as you'll see here, we've got 5,883 milligrams of fish oil, so a really high dose there. We've also got 4,000 milligrams of extra virgin olive oil, and we've got the lemon oil there as well. So it's useful to know that every other day is fine with this. It's also handy to take, I suppose, to take with you. Let's say if you're maybe going on holiday on your travels, you could take that with you and use it as a salad dressing on the go if you like your salads. I thought this was wonderful. We actually met at the Brussels Convention, the people that source this, the people from the marine place in Norway, which is known for its pristine waters, and they shared with us how long they've been in business, 30 years, the co-impact sourcing, as well as those from the Greek olive yard where the olive oil is sourced. Just a little bit more about the omegas. And this is a qualified statement that we can tell people. So the approved health claims, you know, we have to be careful about claiming things, but this has been approved. To know that DHA, which is from the omegas, contributes to the maintenance of normal vision. It also contributes to the maintenance of normal brain function, and EPA and DHA contribute to the normal function of the heart. So if these things are things that are an issue to us or people that you know, then it's definitely something to consider taking a good quality omega supplement like these. Again, just answering the question, why does the e-omega only contain 15 sachets? It's because it's more than double the amount of omega-3 compared to the soft gels, and it provides a more, they're both potent and bioavailable, so you receive the highest quality omega. Now, you may want to shake it up. It says, you know, you may, if you eat a lot of nuts, seeds and olive oil as well, then you may not need as many. So it's just depending on your diet. And it says, who should take the omega? It's suitable for adults looking to support their heart, brain, and overall health. The key ingredients are the wild fish, including the oils, the extra virgin olive oil, and a powerful antioxidant and stabilizer in the lemon and wild orange, which helps to stabilize the oil, which is amazing. Also enhances the flavor in the dressing as well. And this is a little video.
E-Omega Plus combines some of the world's healthiest marine fatty acids from fish of the Nordic seas. An omega-3 fatty acid, it's an important part of healthy cell membranes. The heart and the brain are 2 areas that people really understand why we should be consuming omega-3 fatty acids.
We've worked together with Opera for more than 10 years. We've worked with local fishermen. We work with the families, family businesses. It's local partnerships, long-term partnerships.
We have the warm waters coming from the Gulf, and we get the cold water coming from the North Pole. And then we have all this fresh water coming in the rivers into the ocean with a lot of nutrients. And when you blend all this together, they are a fantastic source for omega.
The combination of Nordic Sea's fish oil and extra virgin olive oil from Lesbos, which is one of the most ideal places for olive trees to grow, are rich in various polyphenols, which provide numerous health benefits from heart and brain health to skin and joint health. The high content of polyphenols and monounsaturated fat supports our healthy inflammatory response.
The olive oil that we receive from Lesbos is a key ingredient in our E-Omega Plus. With Home for All, we share a vision of sustainability to help people to become self-reliant. I am in awe of what Nikos and Katarina have accomplished, from then providing meals and other necessities to now providing safe employment for former and current refugees.
Our trees are all trees, wild trees. They are all day under the sun. So we plant olive trees, we produce olive oil, and we give people future. So when people buy the Omega Plus, they supporting all our projects here at Compila.
The inclusion of essential oil chemistry in E-Omega Plus enhances the benefits of the healthy fat. We're offering E-Omega Plus in both soft gel and sachet delivery for a truly unique, effective, convenient way to support your optimal health and wellness.
Amazing. Right. It's nice to know where that the refugee camp in Lesbos are being supported with that as well, with the olive oil. Okay, so it's not just a green shake that you take in the morning. You can also use it in a smoothie. We've got some recipes here. Power pancake, hydrating citrus spritzer along with the Meta Recharge as well. So that'd be a great way. And some of those who had trialed this BMG for many months, some of the leaders in doTERRA, had said they start the day with a big glass of filtered water, and they put the recharge in, they put the PB Assistant, the Metapower, they put it all in one and take it as a super drink. So it's however you want to there, but we'll share these recipes after. We've also got some recipes, because this is just a great product, I think, to have in a sachet. You can make your own hummus with it, healthy fat toast with avocados, and obviously salad dressing with the rosemary oil as well. So a nice, you can also just literally just take it in the mouth or on a spoon, whatever you want. Yeah, I think that's everything. I will go back to the detail on the other things, but I think Deborah's just going to mention, and anyone else who wants to comment on the endless summer if they've tried it. It's I'll just get you to unmute, Deborah.
I was so excited because it's brand new to Europe. It's a limited time offer, so I felt so grateful that I got mine in quick, because I was worried it might sell out. And it came today, and it's like a plethora of the most beautiful oils. And what I find really striking, it's really subtle. So if you like citrusy and floral, it's just this beautiful, gentle smelling oil, and I was delighted. So let's have a look what's inside. So for citrus, we've got wild orange, grapefruit, eucalyptus, bergamot, and green mandarin. And it's got jasmine, osmanthus, which is a beautiful little plant that grows in Southeast Asia, where they distill the little white flowers. So it's a beautiful oil, osmanthus, palmarosa, frankincense, sandalwood. So many of us who've been using oil for years, there'll be certain words in there that stand out to us, because we know there's some of the most beautiful, expensive oils doTERRA do. So the fact in this beautiful bottle, we've got, it's like sunshine in a bottle. We've got sandalwood, jasmine, frankincense with all these other beautiful oils is absolutely delightful. And we're told, obviously limited time offer, 3 per account. I haven't been greedy this time, I've only bought 1, but I'm going to diffuse it. I actually think it would be a beautiful perfume. So if we are quite sensitive, caution's needed. So we could pop it on with a little bit of fractionated coconut oil or something, or a carrier oil, and pop it in our pulse points. I think it's going to be delightful. And I'm already really happy today because it's really uplifting. It's an uplifting scent. So if somebody needs a little bit of vibrancy in the day, then I would definitely recommend Endless Summer while stocks last.
Deborah, it's wonderful. Yeah, thank you for that, Deborah. That's great. If anyone wants to comment, we'll have a look. Yeah, that's great. So I will stop recording and we'll just open it up to questions, and I'll just review the other things that I've missed in the notes. Stop recording.